All right, welcome back, everyone. The third match of the weekend, rather, in this OSCAT World Cup 2022 Finals week. My name is Quinton. I'm here, joined by Maito, coming back on the stage after a 1 hour hiatus. How are you doing, Maito, on this beautiful Sunday?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It is dark outside. It just hit 12 a.m. right now, so I am into Monday. There is no more weekend for me, starting off the brand new week. With an absolute banger match between the United States and France. I am very excited for this one.
So am I. So definitely am I. On the one hand, the United States trying to go for that top 3 again. France trying to go for, well, they got top 4 last year. And I think they want to go on the podium this year as well. The last European hope standing, and also the last non-Asian hope standing in these two teams, right? The remainder 3 are all from the Asia continent, so... It's a little bit of trivia right there, but both of the teams have faced off quite a lot, numerous times over the past couple of years. They faced off last year twice, even once France winning, once United States winning for that podium spot. So now they face off for a place in the top 4. We see Sekiro rolling 46. I'm not too certain what France rolls. Okay, they are still about to roll, and they got the rolling system. The winner of the roll gets to pick first. Apparently USA has to ban first, so that means Hollow did win the roll, and they banned Nomad too, so Nomad specific is Nomad technicality specific is taken off the shards, and then France is probably going to ban something in the hidden pool, I would assume. I think hidden 3 or hidden 1, most likely hidden 3 actually. Yeah, there you go. Hidden 3.
My god, damn.
Lower hidden getting taken away. That was quite a prediction, but honestly at this point I think all everyone knows France and hidden is just not their favorite combination, even though they have quite a few good hidden players. Flores especially lately stepping up for France with hidden. But now we're awaiting France's first pick, so we're hopping right into it, right, Maito? So curious to see where France does one take. I think they are quite strong on Nomad, so we could see a Nomad 1, for example. But they might... Actually, they did end up picking only DT versus Germany last weekend, so they might just go for DT, but honestly, the United States does not seem that bad of a team on DT either, really.
Yeah, Dark Creeper, I don't know if people can see that chat or not. Very happy about DT not being banned, and we're going to see a Nomad 1 pick here on the French side coming from Hollow. As I've stated previously, I'm not the most familiar with this map pool. I've been, unfortunately, just a little bit slack on my preparation coming into this, but we did see Nomad 1 in that previous match, Absolute Monolith 1 between China and South Korea, and I'm pretty sure that South Korea took Nomad 1 and won the match, actually. So yeah, this pick has been pretty hotly contested. They only won by 82k. Let's see if these two teams can produce another great Nomad 1 performance.
Yeah, indeed. Nomad 1 being mad by Bunray. I believe a top 10 player in the world rankings, and that's why she has 2 maps in this year's finals map pool. Definitely known for their higher star rating map, but there's also maps with lower star rating as well. But this one coming in at 7.24 stars is already on the quite higher end of the spectrum. And we're hopping right into it. So we see Sekray, the Creeper, and Lexi. I think those are the main 3 players in the United States. I'm not sure we'll be seeing anyone else actually in the entire match. And they'll be facing off against Titobas, Natsuko, and Electro. Also the 3 Nomad players for France, the rest of the team. Well, I mean, No Life probably hops in for Nomad Converts, and then Boros is DT, Hardkin, Hidden. And then the 6th player, it seems I've forgotten who that is, but we'll definitely see them. France has quite a lot of versatility within their roster, way more than the United States. But then on the other hand, the United States have 3 players that have been playing for years and years, so there's quite a lot of experience in that team. And the United States is winning that first spinner, and Alexa's going to find the first piece of this match, and that's going to find the second. So early advantage for the United States.
Yeah, little advantage entering into these early stages of the map. This map is pretty long. It's 4 minutes in length. You're pretty average, like not average considering the difficulty of the map pool, but standard Nomad 1 consistency. Not too many surprises here. Still that triple FC coming from the United States side, Dark Reaper, Lexi, and Seeker are all holding on to those FCs. Creeper did drop a little bit of AC, but a double miss again coming from France here. Electro looks like he is really having a hard time. Natsuko also not going too well either. Dark Reaper does finally find a miss here. Titobus yet again on that French side looking extremely strong. Top scoring their side yet again. But Seeker and Lexi's FC right now for US and Electro kind of struggling is giving that pretty big early advantage for the US right now.
Yeah, definitely. France is stabilized, and the Creeper finding another miss is going to decrease that lead, but Natsuko trading it immediately, actually. Electro and Natsuko are definitely struggling on the French side. Titoba is doing everything he can, but Lexi and Sakurai seem really confident. Lexi's still holding on to the double S, same for Titobas. The Creeper, the only one to have dropped any combo on the United States side, but has been traded every single time by Natsuko, so this is looking quite alright for the United States in game 6 of this map. Natsuko finding another drag, actually. Now they pull to all the combo. Creeper completely matching, so those two have been matching each other quite nicely. Sakurai dropping, so that's one more full combo done on the United States. Lexi versus Titobas with the FCs. The double S is even approaching 1000 combo. Electro finding another miss, actually. It's gonna trade that miss from Sakurai. We're gonna keep a 100,000 point advantage in the United States, which is quite a nice buffer they've built up at the beginning sections of this No Mod 1 pick.
Yeah, Lexi is now entering that 1000 combo zone. A really nice performance from them right now. Titobus matching it as well. Both of them still holding on to those double S's. Really great show from both of these players. But yeah, right now US is just showing a much higher consistency. France has built up their combo a little bit, but that miss from Electro is not going to help it at all. Alexi has actually dropped his FC now, so that is going to give France a little bit of an advantage here, but unfortunately for any French supporters in the chat, you can see that that lead to the USA right now is pretty huge. They built up a very nice one. Natsuko and Titobas are doing their absolute best, but they need a few more misses right now from the US to really have a lot of chances to come back. There's definitely possibilities, but yeah, they need to see some serious drops from the USA right now. Yeah, and that's not going to happen with Natsuko.
Yeah, indeed. Natsuko finding another miss is just... It's kind of bottlenecking the French side. Tito is doing everything he can, right? Still not to do double S. Might bring home the double S. The ending section is relatively hard, though, but does not seem to struggle whatsoever. Sekiro, the one miss a Creeper, also covering quite nicely off those early slippers, but especially the bottom side for the French team has been bottlenecking the score quite a bit, and then the map's running out of time, right? I think the United States already has this one wrapped up, given how all three players above 200 once again. Natsuko missing once again. All eyes on Titobas as well. He's able to bring home the double S for the French side, which is some kind of, I think it is, that's a beautiful performance from Titobas. The United States looking really, really confident and solid today. Over 150,000 score difference. That could have decreased just a little bit due to those misses from Lexi, but still quite a confident victory from the United States. And all three players just being more consistent, right? Even though Titobas is the top scorer of the entire lobby, looking at those 29, those 19 misses on the French side, that's just an... well, yeah, that just doesn't help French's scoring at all. So beautiful performance coming in from the United States. They win the first map of the match. That's already immediately a break point. Tito's coming into double S, top score in the lobby, but sadly not able to pull in even more weights for his team, given how well, yeah, he got the score limit given his double S performance. Either way, the match is best of 13, right, Maito? So plenty of time for either team to make a comeback and break back and all that. But we're looking for the United States pick now. I'm curious to see where they want to take this, right? I think double time, hard rock. I mean, hidden is for both teams kind of a coin toss, I would say. The France team has been performing quite well on hidden, surprisingly so. And the United States used to be the best hidden team in the world, but losing Rosselt has put in quite the quite disadvantage. But they're gonna go for mixed mod 1. Yeah, dent indeed. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you. But they're going to go for mixed mod 1, which is also a really reasonable pick, given how you have Alexi on hidden and then Sakurai on hard, and the creep on Nomad, which is just a really, really, really strong trio. On the other hand, Tito is definitely going to go for the hard, I do believe. And then Boros probably going to come in for the hidden, and Natsuko on the Nomad. Perhaps Electro on the hidden is also a possibility. Also a really solid hidden player, but we'll have to see who's going to fill in that third slot.
Wait, is that mixed mod or no mod? Oh yeah, no, that's mixed mod, yeah. Man, sometimes it's hard to tell between those M's and N's. It's a challenge. It was a challenge for the ref in the previous game, unfortunately. Sorry for the call out there. fairy bread, but yeah, I mean, understandable. It does happen, and I'm definitely not just coping by not being able to read that properly.
I mean, there are some talks going around to name it MX in
That's a great idea.
Because the MM and NM is just kind of hard to see from time to time. But it is Mixmod 1. We saw Nomad 1 being the first pick, now going for Mixmod 1. And indeed, Electro's going to step in for the hit. So no substitutions coming in on either side, except for the fact that people are putting on mods, given how it's mixed mod. All countries have to put in one player in the hardware slot, one player in the hidden slot, one player on the no mod slot. You know how it goes. By now, I do assume, given how it's already finals week, there's 5 teams remaining in the tournament, 4 after this match and 3 after the next match. So we're getting to the end stage of the tournament. It's almost over already, which is kind of sad. But on the other hand, there's still at least 4 or 5 more matches to be played before we can crown our champion. And Mixed Mob 1 is going to be the next in line towards that crowning.
Yeah, so we're going to see all the players lined up very nicely here. No slip-ups so far in terms of that mixed mob placing. Seeker and Hard Rock, matched by T-Tobus, Dark Creeper, and Natsuko and Nomad, and Lexi and Electro. Not too surprisingly, really, for any player here on those hidden picks. An early miss there coming from Natsuko and traded by Seeker, so not too much of a difference in score so far, maintaining pretty close, although that is going to be a miss there from Lexi, traded by Natsuko and Electro. So I think that out of the gates, US is looking a little bit more confident. France is seeming to have a tiny bit of a problem here on Nomad and Hidden, but yeah, T-Tobus yet again still holding that double S, matching Seeker's FC very nicely. Decreeper also holding that FC as well. So yeah, early advantage for US. Oh, as I say that though, Dark Creeper does find a miss, so it's going to give France a little bit of advantage.
And that's good trading that miss quite immediately, actually. It's going to tie things up, Sekirei and Electro trade, but that should favor French, actually. T-Toble's the only combo left in the entire lobby. Still holding on to do beautiful double S, and that's going to switch it back in favor of France, I do believe, given how... Oh, never mind, the Tobos end up dropping, and that's going to be huge for the United States. Sekirei's above 100 combo. The Creeper approaching 200 right now. And that is going to stabilize around, I believe, at 30,000 score. If there's one miss separating two teams, that's one miss, but that's good trading immediately. So quite a lot of trades coming in the middle section of this map. Sekirai above 200 is putting in so much weight for the hard split. Trades coming in for the hidden players, so that should not matter. And once again, United States with a small margin, but way less small than that Nomad Worm. We're approaching the third quarter mark. We see 3 misses coming in, but 2 from the French side. That's going to favor 3 from the French side, actually. That's going to favor the United States.
Triple miss from the US side here. However, France is not able to capitalize on that whatsoever. Electro and T-Tobus both going down there. Natsuko is trying to build a little bit of combo here, but right now, US's lead, although not massive, is looking like it might maintain. France need to just build up their consistency right now, maintain that combo, and hope for some serious misses by the US, which has been provided by Seeker, finding a couple misses here, and that's going to flicker the score back over to the side of France. Only a little bit of the map left, but a double miss from Natsuko and Electro. That lead is going to flip back over to the US in the very final stages of the match. Lexi misses, traded by T-Tobus. I don't think there's quite enough time, and US is going to take that only by about 40,000 score. Wow, that was an absolute nail-biter coming into that final section of that map. Jeez.
Definitely. T-Tobus outperforming Sekirai on the Hard Rock, but then the Creeper outperforming Natsuko quite massively, and then the hidden players being relatively tight. The Creeper especially performing quite nicely, and definitely the difference maker in this one, I do believe, outperforming that score difference from T-Tobus on Sekirai. T-Tobus only the 5 minutes round, so beautiful performance coming from T-Tobus once again. Double MVPing, actually, so 2 out of 2 for now. But that was looking kind of tricky at the end there. Sekirai dropping that Hard Rock, but then the double is coming from the Natsuko and Electro. Honestly, at this point, the dynamic right now is the fact that T-Tobus has been outperforming the United States, but then the rest of the United States outperforming the remaining 2 French players. So if the remaining 2 French players can step up their game just a little bit, then I think they are definitely in the running for at least a couple of more points.
Yeah, and it looks like nope, no pick so far. I was looking at something else, but yeah, I'm not sure what France is going to pick here to try to get there? Oh, okay, well, I'm sure now that it is going to be DT4. T-Tobus coming in, deciding that one for them. So DT comboed here. Capsule by RGB. Finally, a simple map name. Thank God. Love to see it.
Yeah, it's Air 8.5 DT, so that's relatively low AR DT, definitely at the final stage. The map itself offers quite some tricky double time patterns. Most of the time in these double time pools, there's one higher AR map and one lower AR map. The higher AR map just tests reading and precision, and the lower AR map tests also precision, obviously, because it's double time, but also just more trickiness patterns, and that's definitely this double time 4. We see No Life making his appearance in Colin as well, so the Creeper getting subbed out, and that is Electra and Natsuko. Actually, Boros also making appearance for double time. Boros definitely one of the strongest double time players in the tournament over the past couple of rounds. Curious to see if he can keep that trend going for this double time 4 pick. Titoba staying in, which is to be expected, and Sekiri and Lexi as well.
Yeah, so getting in
length.
Oh, sorry, you go.
I was going to say it's 2 minutes and 10 in length, so it's a sprint, but that's all. Feel free, go ahead.
Yeah, so early on there is going to be a miss from No Life, the switch out here. Also, Boros coming into T-Tobus remaining, holding that double S. Boros also with an FC, and a double miss coming from the US here, so that is going to flip the lead back over to France. Holland finding another miss. No Life does trade that back a little bit, but yeah, early on, a tiny bit of a lead for France. Secret and T-Tobus, as well as Boros, holding onto those FCs, and that's kind of the difference maker right now. Oh, but there's going to be a triple miss from the French side. That lead is going to immediately flip right back over to the US, and yet again they are in the lead for this third pick here. No Life finding another miss too. Secret does drop his FC there. Lexi has now built up some nice combo, however, and there's a double miss coming from French side again. Secret does drop, but right now US is maybe looking just a little bit more comfortable, but obviously that lead is still definitely gainable for France.
Yeah, definitely the bottom side of the United States really performing well in the latter section of this first half. The Tobas on the top side once again, but then No Life especially struggling quite a lot, trailing behind by at least 80,000 points. Everyone else in the lobby, Sekir finding a couple of more misses accuracy. Tobas coming out for only No Life holding on, but he's only at 80 combos, so no capitalization by France on these misses from the United States. And look at that score bar, actually, that's 80,000 points of difference, at least triple miss node needed from the United States, and Tobas coming from France. There's no combos in the lobby. Sekir and Lexi and Tito was the highest three, but that's 2 in the United States. I'm going to favor them, actually. And they just seem a little bit more consistent on this double time 4 pick.
Yeah, right now the consistency is definitely showing on the US side. There is going to be a double miss there from their players. However, they have extended that lead pretty nicely. A miss now coming in from No Life as well. Boros and T-Tobus are back above that 200 combo mark, but they're really needing some misses from the US and some consistency from No Life, and that is not exactly what's happening right now. There is a double miss coming from the US, but I'm not sure if there's enough time. Only a tiny bit left. Yep, there's just not going to be enough. Really close again, but in the end, the US has just shown a bit more consistency, and that's what got them over the line.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Titobas once again the best player in the lobby. That's the thing. He's been outperforming everyone in the lobby, but his teammates are just not able to support him as much as they would like to. Boris struggling a little bit more than I personally anticipated. Lexi with a really decent score as well. Colin being that third player for the United States also performing relatively well. And that's giving United States a 3-0 lead and a 2-point buffer as well. Let's keep that in mind, right? So that is not the start France would have wanted. And they need to break the United States about now, I would say. Giving United States one more point, the 4-0 scoreline is not an easy scoreline to come back from. Honestly, we did see the 2-6 reverse comeback from Canada last week, so I'm not going to scratch anything out from now on, given how that definitely took me by surprise. But obviously, you want to at least try to follow along and not trail behind the 3 or 4 points, being two break points. So curious to see where the United States wants to take this. We still have the entire Harder pool open, the entire Hidden pool open. Mixed mod 2, for example, does seem also a good idea for the United States. I think that double time 1, I mean Air 9.2 double time is, well, I mean, we always talk about the Creeper being the Air 9.7 double time guy. I'm quite sure he can play Air 9.2 double time. So we'll see where they want to take this. They do take their time, but that's the thing with the United States. They always take their time.
Oh.
They want to and they go for double time. Right, Andrew. Sekre definitely listening to me, and I think this is a very reasonable pick coming out from the United States. I'm not sure what roster France is going to draft. I think Titoas and Boros definitely, but that third play is not going to be No Life. It's going to be Electro, in fact. So there's also a really good double time roster on the French side, I would say.
Yeah, Titobus and Secret yet again staying in for this match. There's been no swap outs for those players yet. There's not too much of a surprise there, considering just how much of a, I guess, two juggernauts really that they are within their own sides. But yeah, we're going to see Electro come back here, Boros staying in, No Life coming out, and I think that there we go. Dark Reaper is going to come in for Colin. Not really too much of a surprise there, I would say.
Oh, we see Colin actually coming in for Sekre. That's kind of interesting, honestly. Okay. But this map, it's Air 9.2 double time, so that translates to like Air 10.5, which is absolutely insane. It's really, really fast. But Colin stepping in, well, Colin is known to be a double time and hardcore player mainly, but him stepping in for Sekre is somewhat interesting. I don't think a lot of people would have expected that, although, well, we do go back a year now, but last year versus China on Air 9 double time from Rockma, Colin also played in place of Sekre. So that is something to note, and that's probably the reason as to why Colin is in the room right now. And they're going to be taking on Electro, Boros, and Titobas. Lexi and Electro choosing Hidden with the double time, perfectly allowed only for reading purposes. No score bonus on Sketch score V2. And well, yeah, look at how fast I go. Lexi fighting the first miss. Actually, the Creeper as well. Double miss coming in from the United States. Boros trading, trying to adjust to that Air 9.2 double time coming from. They're coming from double time for Air 8.5 DT, so that's definitely quite a switch, to be honest. Colin being actually Colin did miss as well, I do believe. Or at least dropping quite a lot of accuracy on the United States side. Going to give Frenzy early advance, given that another miss from the Creeper comes in. Two combos on the French side. Boros trading that miss from the Creeper, though.
Yeah, Electro is holding a really nice combo as well as Titobus. Dark Creeper actually finding a miss there. Lexi, the only FC left on the US side, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, Lexi dropped really early, it seems like. That combo is just lagging a little bit behind. So right now, there's two FCs from the French side. Oh, now one FC from the French side. Is still giving them that very slight advantage, but it might flip over with that miss again from Electro now. Dark Creeper also finding a miss, having a bit of a hard time. Maybe, I guess kind of surprisingly, possibly not being able to adjust quite as well as the rest of the field. Colin and Lexi actually holding some really nice combos right now. Dark Creeper, a little bit surprisingly, being kind of the lagger in the US side on this double time pick. Their lead has extended out. Actually. Yeah, as well as that.
So that is going to give United States a huge score gap, actually. That's already above 100,000 points. And Lexi right now completely destroying the entire lobby on Air 9.2 double time. Double is coming from France. No combos on the French. Colin as well, actually, replacing his captain. But look at that performance, Maito. That's absolutely insane. Electro missing once more, Boros missing one more. I don't think France has any way back into this. Lexi approaching 1,000 combo and counting.
France really just needs USA to completely fall apart. They need some sort of, like mass disconnect or something, but that is obviously not going to happen. Titobus trying his best to get that combo back up. Has built a little bit, but it's just not going to be enough. US built their lead way too much in that middle section. Lexi going to close this out, I think. That is with an FC if he doesn't find a couple of misses in this very last section. But yeah, this is a really, this is the most dominant performance that we've seen from the US so far in this match. And yep, there we go. Lexi holding that combo all the way to the end. And is going to close it out with a miss. Oh, no, it's not. It's a one miss. Damn it.
One miss on the first 20 combo or something. But, yeah, I mean, surprisingly so, basically, I would say, is the fact that the Creeper is the lowest score on the United States team. And Lexi with the one miss, Colin with 15 misses, but still with a beautiful performance. Titos with the 3 misses, but his teammates just once again not able to support him in this one. And United States team, oh so strong right now, and especially Lexi with the 1 miss on Air 9.2. That is a beautiful performance coming from Lexi. And they are just, well, I mean, 2 more breakpoints and the United States has won this match, right? Because, well, France to pick next, but 4-0 scoreline already. France definitely needs to get a point on the board right now. and they have to look into the map pool and see where they want to go to get that point, and they might just want to risk it for the biscuit. I think that could be definitely a possibility, or gonna go for Nomad 4, for example. Perhaps a Heartthrob 2 could be a possibility. I'm not too certain what they want to go for, but this is not looking too good for the French side right now. And they're gonna go for Hidden too, so they are gonna go for Hidden, but they're gonna go for high AR Hidden, so a completely different I would say map given the previous pools. This one is really high paced, high BPM, and completely different from the lower AR picks in the hidden pool as well, in the 1 and hidden 3. So I'm not too certain if this is gonna be something that the United States, for example, is gonna be really good at. I do assume that Felix and Zach are not gonna come in for this type of hidden, so we're gonna see the Sekre, the Creeper, and Lexi. So the Creeper on hidden is always interesting to see. Sekre somewhat as well. Electro, Boros, and Natsuko on the French, and I'm curious to see how these teams are going to perform on Air 9.8, 260 BPM hidden, because I know, Maito, you've seen it already. This map is really hard on hidden.
Yeah, absolutely. This is definitely a tough map. This kind of period-esque remix song. Interesting to see a couple of players. Lexi, obviously, not too much of a surprise, jumping in on hidden. I don't know if we've seen too much hidden from Dark Creeper, but definitely Electro, Natsuko, and Boros. No surprises on the French side at all. Let's see if they can finally get that first point on the board and kind of stabilize themselves just a little bit, get that confidence they need to kind of, keep increasing their score as this match progresses. But we are going to see that early news from Electro, so early on, not looking exactly what France wanted out of the gate. Obviously, a ton of time. This map is relatively short, however, so despite this being an early stage, there's not as many chances for mess-ups as some other maps. Really short map, actually.
And now it speeds up and look at everyone go. Still 3 XFCs on the United States side, actually. Beautiful points coming from them. Electrobus once again is going to increase that lead. And the interesting thing as well is that Titobas is not in this lobby. The best player on the French team right now is not playing. These two teammates have been performing quite well, and it doesn't seem to matter for them that much. Sekre dropping is going to decrease that lead, but they need one more miss from the United States if French wants to keep that advantage. There is that miss, so that's going to switch it back to French. All 3 players above to the combo right now. Sekre dropping once more. Lexi doing everything he can for the United States, but I mean, he's looking towards 2 full combos coming from Natsuko and Boros, and this pick is looking quite good. The beginning section of this map only halfway though.
Yeah, right now that lead is slightly in that French favour, but that miss from Boros is not going to help at all. Traded right back by Seeker and Lexi, though. Electro also did miss, but right now that score lead is incredibly close. Natsuko and Electro both go down, but traded by Dark Creeper and Seeker in this really tough section of this map. Everyone is really falling apart except Boros and Lexi, holding their team super strong. That lead for France is actually increased, and Lexi drops, everyone drops. No combo left, and I think with only a tiny bit of time, France is just going to be able to close this point out and take their very first point on the board. Absolutely what they needed, and yeah, great performance from them right there.
Yeah, we see 20 misses coming out from all players, 33 on the Creeper, but I mean, France has the first point on the board, so beautiful performance coming from them, winning on Hidden, which is somewhat surprising. But then again, beautiful performance as well from Natsuko, especially in that beginning section, and Boros in the ending section. 2 of them definitely carrying France there. Electro able to support them as much as he wanted to, and that's the first point on the board for France, so definitely a good pick. But they need to break the United States, right? The thing is, if the United States keep winning their own picks, they win the match, given how they're 4-1 up, obviously. So they need to break the United States, and I'm curious to see where the United States want to take this for the upcoming pick, right? They want to. The momentum is now on the French side, you could say, or the somewhat neutral, perhaps, but they want to keep that momentum on their side, right? They were looking at a 4-0 scoreline, would have hoped for a 5-0. The map was really close, in fact, so. But that triple miss coming in from the United States definitely did hurt them there. But I'm curious to see where they want to take this. No Heartthrob has been picked. I'm quite sure they're not going to go for a Nomad Convert, given how France is kind of known for their Nomads. Hidden 1 could be a possibility. We're going to go for Double Time 3, in fact. So the other Double Time Convert coming out. So once again, I don't think we've seen this map getting picked in any of the previous 3 matches, in fact. So first time getting picked in this from this map pool, in fact. So it's Air 9 Convert Double Time comparable to last week's Air 8.9 convert double time, but a little bit harder and a little bit faster, given now it's Air 9 instead of Air 8.9. And we see Colin coming in, and I think that is going to be Colin coming in for the Creeper, actually, which is also somewhat surprising.
Yeah, that is a little bit of surprise there, considering kind of the Creeper's status as one of the strongest DT players in the entire world. But yeah, Colin has shown that he can definitely pull off a really good performance on that DT1 pick. It was a really great. So yeah, I think that obviously a tiny bit surprising, but I think that not that bad. I think Hollow is coming in for one of, if not the first point, if I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was the 6 French players I couldn't remember. Actually, the captain of Team France this year. And Hollow's going to come in for Air 9 DT. So, yeah, interesting to see Hollow making his first appearance alongside Electro and Titobus. Electro going to go for Hidden. Lex going to go for Hidden, no surprises there. And then Sekkra and Colin. So, no the Creeper for Air 9 double time. Map is 2 minutes 26 in length, so once again, just average length, really.
Yeah, that is a pretty average length, I would say. Pretty standard. Not too long, not too short. Just right, and this pick is looking pretty just right for every player so far. Still holding on to those FCs. I think. Yeah, the intro actually, Colin tripping up on that interesting convert stack there. So early lead going to France, all of them still maintaining those FCs, but never mind. Titobus also finds a miss, traded by Lexi, but now Electro goes down and there's only 2 FCs left on the board. Never mind. Holo finds a miss too. Oh, okay, no FCs left on the board. I was about to say Secret, but never mind.
Yeah. No combo left on the boards, especially in the United States side, because they give French tiny advantage, though, definitely given how Electro is the highest coming in the lobby right now, but 2 misses coming from them is going to decrease that. And this is the thing with Air 9 double time on Converts. The patterns are so weird and you have no time to react, right? So it's mostly a memory map, I would say, and you can see that it does strip players up. Electro being above 200 is definitely a difference maker right now for the French team. And that's going to give them about a 40,000 advance, so 1 miss, I think, we're over 1.5 misses separating these two teams right now. We're already halfway. 2 combos above 200 for the United States side. Titobus missing ones. That's going to decrease that gap, and not too sure. It might actually swip in favor of the United States. Electro dropping is definitely going to do that. And all 3 players from the United States above 200 combo capitalizing. Colin trading once, but Electro dropping once again. Lexi dropping. It's 1v1 right now. Hollow versus Sekkra, but Titobus is the highest supporting combo, and it's going to switch it back to French. This one is going to get really close down to the wire. 1 quarter left of the map. About 50,000.
And then there's the break.
Yeah.
Those nerves are definitely going to be building a little bit for that break, but there's a miss coming from Electro, and Hollow drops as well. That monstrous combo that he had is now done. Titobus the highest combo now on the French side, but that is going to flip that lead immediately back over to the USA. Still incredibly close. Miss from Lexi, but traded right back by Electro. Seeker and Colin both holding on to some nice combo right now. Incredibly close score gap. Any miss from those 2 players would definitely flip it back over. Titobus, Hollow, but Hollow misses.
Actually, Sekkra at 800 combo right now. Beautiful performance from Sekkra. Colin and Electro trading misses. No combos on the French side. That's a point for the United States, and a beautiful performance coming from Sekkra. Definitely putting a steam on his back right now. 1 million score and counting. What a complete domination from the US captain, actually. Only with a 1 miss, I do believe. A 2 miss, actually. That is a beautiful performance and definitely a difference maker. I mean, the difference in scores, 85,000 points. If you take a look at, like, Sekkra minus 85,000 points would just put him right above Titobus, right? And Titobus is the best French player. So Sekkra definitely the difference maker in this one. And wow, already United States 5-1. They do win up this next point as well. Not giving French back away into this match for now. And that is 5 on scoring French to picks next, and they might go for Hidden 1. I'm not sure if they are, because Air 8.5 Hidden is completely different to Hidden 2, but they might. But honestly, Sekkra definitely stepping up for United States. And the thing is, in the beginning section of this match, Titobus was the one to step up, and then his team was kind of letting him down. But at the endings, like past couple of 2 maps, it's been the United States actually somewhat underperforming, and then having 1 player perform way better, right? Lexi on that double time, 1 with the 1 mil. Actually, Colin was also a really good score there, and then Sekkra now in the double time 3 with a had a beautiful performance. And we see Nomad 4 getting picked, and Nomad 4, Maito, that is a really interesting map. This one is incredibly hard, and it is filled with memory jumps.
Yeah, as I have previously stated, I'm not the most familiar with the map pool, but yeah, Nomad 4, often these type of like late no mod convert picks can be really challenging, and yeah, so definitely an interesting pick here on the side of France, looking to get that second point on the scoreboard, build that confidence yet again. They did have that early, they did have that momentum kind of swap a little bit when they won that point, but right now US is, for the most part, looking pretty confident.
Yeah, definitely. We see the Creeper coming back in. That I think that's more than reasonable for this Nomad 4 pick. And yeah, this one is going to be... We're going to see quite a lot of misses. I think we saw at least 2 times a complete reset in the China versus South Korea match where all 6 players missed. So curious to see how these teams are going to do. No Life coming back in after his somewhat lesser performance on Double Time 4, hoping that it did not affect his mentality just a little bit too much, because France needs to win this point. Otherwise, United States has 6 match points, and I cannot imagine a world where United States would let 6 match points slip. But then again, Italy did it last week as well, so everything is still possible. But this is do or die mode for the French team. Titobas, Hollow, and No Life are going to try to win this Nomad 4 pick. No Life missing, the Creep missing, and Sucker missing. A couple of misses in the early sections. Lexi only FC. Actually, I think Lexi also missed, being at 93 accuracy, in fact. So, early advantage for the French team, but that is really minor. In fact, about 15,000 points. 4 misses. Second, Titobas holding on to combos. Yeah, we're going to see quite a lot of those complete resets, actually. Titobas dropping, though. That's going to tie things up, I do believe.
Yeah, that entire bottom section of the board dropped their combo, and Secret now the only sizable combo really above 200. Lexi also making it there now. Dark Creeper finding another miss. No Life also missing as well. Titobas now above 200 as well. Hollow. And we're going to have a break. So players going to be able to see each other's scores. France know that they need to lift a little bit here and build that consistency back up. There is not that much time in this map. It's relatively short. It's only 2 minutes 10. So like that previous pick a few picks ago, there's not too much room for error. You need to get that consistency going pretty early.
Definitely. We see Missy getting traded by Hollow and Lexi, but that's just going to favor United States, actually, because they're running out of time, the French side. And that's scoring us about 60,000 points. They need the Creeper and Secret to drop their combos, but that's not seeming likely, honestly. All players holding on quite nicely. No Life being the first to drop, actually. So that's going to favor United States once again. And they're running away with it. 5-way miss, actually. No, if you don't want hitting that, but there's no combo once again on the French side. And that is, they're not able to capitalize. The Creeper dropping West more, Lexi dropping West more, that's going to help them. But they need Secret to drop as well, I do believe. That score bar is holding up, but No Life missing, trading one of those missing. Map is coming to an end. The difficult wiggle section is coming up. No Life dropping. Actually, Secret did drop. The Creeper dropping. No combos on the United States side. Hollow and Titobas, are they able to connect it back to the French side? They are. And the map's come to an end. About an 8 left. They need to keep holding on for the French team, and this is going to be a second point on the board for them. The Creeper dropping once more. No combo on the United States side. And I think Titobas and Hollow have done it together with No Life. And they have managed. This is the hard wiggle section. We see 2 misses coming from the French side, but Titobas, once again, what a beautiful performance of outscoring everyone in the lobby, getting above 9,000 points. And Team France, it's the second point on the board, Maito. Wow, that ending was kind of a rough ending to cost. We see Secret at 50 misses, the Creeper at 50 misses, Lexi with 21 misses, quite a lot of misses on the United States side, and Titobas only with a 2 miss, definitely being the difference maker here for Team France. And that's a 5-2 scoreline. Yeah. United States to pick next, but that ending was quite how would you say it?
Roller coaster, I would say.
Roller
probably.
Coaster, yeah. That is definitely the correct word. But,
lots
Team
of back
France,
and forth.
I mean, these points that Team France have won, they've won it right at the end. So, how would you say it? If those maps were like 10 seconds shorter, United States would have swept Team France right now. So they're definitely still in this, but they still haven't gotten that dominant victory that United States did have on like TT1 or Nomad 1 even. So once again, 5-2 scoreline. So they're still in this, United States to pick next. And once again, Hard Rock is still completely open. We might see Hard Rock 1 actually getting picked, the Creeper map, or perhaps Mixed Mod 2 is also definitely one of the possibilities. And there we go, Mixed Mod 2 getting picked by United States. So I was definitely going to say that those types of maps are well within reach for the United States, given how they have one of the best hardware players in Sekre and one of the best hidden players in Lexi, and then they just need a Nomad player to fill in, and I think that's going to be the Creeper once again. France also has a really strong hardware player in Titobas, but then the hidden is probably going to be Boros, I would say, and then the Nomad probably Natsuko, but Natsuko has been a little bit shaky on the Nomad, so definitely a reasonable pick coming in from Team United States.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, I would definitely say that US have looked pretty confident on Mixmod so far. They put on a pretty nice performance for that cross-soul map. I'm not entirely sure which Mixmod that was. I think it was Mixmod 1, if I'm not mistaken.
One, yeah, that was Mixmod
yep, that
1.
is correct. That was actually a pretty close match, so we could be seeing another close point of this Mixmod pick. Obviously, every map is different. I'm not completely sure on the differences here. I did watch this map actually in the previous match, but my mind seems to have just completely pushed it out for some reason, so love to see it.
It's a little less technical in comparison to Mixmod 1. Mixmod 1 is really technical, some really technical patterns in that one. This one is more wiggle heavy, and it's quite comparable to that Mixmod 2 from Ken from last weekend, except the AR is a little bit higher, and the starting is also a little bit higher as well. But it's quite wiggle heavy. We see Sekre facing off Titobas, the two, I would say, the best performing players on either side. And then Lexion versus Boros on the hidden, Hollow versus the Creeper on the Nomad. So Hollow coming in once again for another map. I think his third map in a row has been performing quite well, the French captain. They're going to try to take another point from the United States on Mixmod 2. The United States want to get to that match point as quickly as possible. Sekre being the first to drop in the beginning section of this map, but that should not matter. Ultimate Titobas trading it, there we go. And that should switch back to the United States, but Lexi dropping, the Creeper dropping. Nomad full combos actually United States side, so kind of a rough start for them. Boros and Hollow, the Nomad and hidden player for Team France, are pulling quite a score for them. Lexi missing once more, and Boros, yeah, not trading those misses. So the hidden player on the French side definitely having a better start on this one.
Yeah, Hollow and Boros right now putting in a pretty nice performance. Titobas also above 200. That lead for France right now is looking pretty nice out of the gates. No huge misses right now. That early miss from Titobas was a tiny bit of a scare, but yeah, built it up really nice. Secret, the Creeper, and Lexi all built up their combos as well. So kind of just a waiting game now. Who will be the next person to drop? And it will be Lexi. Oh, that France lead is going to keep on increasing. Boros does trade it though, and definitely going to stop their lead a little bit right now, but yeah, definitely still in that favor of France. Secret and Creeper also holding on to some pretty nice combos, but Titobas and... oh no, but Hollow drops.
And Boros as well says a double miss, only traded once by the Creeper with Lexi, but with Sekre dropping as well, and Titobas not trading. Actually, doesn't trade. Lexi only come in the lobby, but that's going to favor the United States. That scoreboard is decreasing. Hollow, Boros double miss, and actually, the United States running away with this in the last quarter. They're in the lead right now. Boros definitely struggling in the ending section, and Lexi has picked up his game. The Creeper and Sekre are building towards 200, and no combos at the French side. And look at that scoreboard. Lexi ends up dropping, though, so that's going to help the French team, but I think they need one more miss. Boros trading that is not going to help. Sekre above 200, the Creeper above 200. They're doing so much damage. Hollow is missing, and the map is coming to an end. I do think the United States have managed to get this one back right at the ending, actually. So that was looking kind of tricky for the United States, but the ending consistency, especially from Lexi on the hidden, was a difference maker. And I think Boros had a really nice run in the beginning section of the map, but ended up struggling quite a lot. And Lexi ended up beating him by 50,000 points. So beautiful points coming from the United States. 6-2 scoreline, beating Team France on this Mixmod 2 pick that they picked. And now France has 5 match points to face, but it is their pick to start working towards a potential tiebreaker. Yeah, Sekre had a really beautiful performance on the hardware once again, but then the Creeper on the Nomad and Lexi on the hidden also being just a tad bit more consistent. But the thing is, this one was, yeah, well within reach for Team France, which is somewhat collapsing in the ending sections to Hollow and Boros, sadly.
Yeah, France right now down those pretty heavy match points. They are under copious amounts of pressure right now. They need to pick an absolutely perfect match. Perfect map to get that another point on the board, save themselves just a little bit here. Even if they can't make it to tiebreaker, it would be nice to see that third point coming on for France, extending that match a little bit and extending our Pick'ems battle.
Thing is, now we have to keep in mind Team France's tournament lies on the line, right? they well, they have been in this situation last week. Chile had 2 match points against Team France, but they were not able to convert those, and Team France ended up winning in the tiebreak in the second match point and took it home then. But now the United States has 5 match points, so definitely a different situation. They go for the timeout. Definitely a reasonable idea coming out from the French captain Hollow. But yeah, tournament live on the line. The last European team actually facing elimination by the United States. And well, let's keep in mind, the loser of this match drops down to the 5th to 6th slot. They finished 5th this year. And then the winner faces off against Indonesia in about, I think, an hour and 15 minutes? Or is it? No, it's actually only an hour. Wait, I can't remember. Either way, they'll be facing off against Indonesia quite soon, actually. The match is right after this one, so definitely not a break for that team, whoever would win it.
No, absolutely not. And seeing a few tiebreaker requests in the chat would be nice to see. Definitely, not out of the realm of possibility, but US is looking very confident right now. Unfortunately for all of those French supporters in the chat, I know that there's been some, there's some pretty heavy bias, at least that you can see in the predictions, 92% in favor of the US compared to just 8% for France. But, all of those French supporters, it's not looking the best right now, but, they can definitely pull something out of the bag. We've seen them do it. There's no sweep, so they do have some confidence here.
Yeah, what do you think they're going to go for, actually? Okay, never mind. They're going to go for mixed mods, right? So that's interesting. The thing is, they've lost on both other mixed mods, and those were picked by the United States, so I'm not too certain why they want to go for this type of map. But the thing is, you're looking at Nomad 3, which I'm not sure if they will not pick that. Hidden one is Eloy Hidden and Hardrock. Both teams just not wanting to pick Hardrock against each other, apparently, so they're going to go for mixed mod 3. And this one is 4 minutes and 30 in length, so it's definitely a marathon, and it is... yeah, it's a really rough map. It's a Converts, it's a Ada Realm song, and as you can probably imagine, it's quite a lot of streams, but streams on Converts are relatively tricky, especially going up in star rating, and streams on Converts on hard star ratings with Hardrock get incredibly tricky, and precision is definitely a must-have for the Hardrock plays. But the thing is, Sekre and the Titobas, both of them have been playing really, really well on the Hardrock, so I would assume no struggles there. And then the thing is Boros and Hollow going to outperform the Creeper and Lexi on the Hidden and the Nomad? Because that's going to be the difference maker, I do believe, in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like there will not be any switches, it seems like. Titobas, Hollow, and Boros all staying in. Thekra, Dark Reaper, and Lexi also staying in for this very possible final point.
Definitely. And we're getting everything started as well.
Oh, sorry. You go.
Yeah, I was going to say we're getting everything started, and the France team has their tournament lives on the line here, so might feel a little bit more pressure. Sekre, the Creeper, and Lexi trying to get the United States in the top 4 for, I believe, the 4th consecutive year, maybe even the 5th consecutive year, so they're quite familiar with that position for now. But we're going to see mixed mod 3, these teams facing off. Hollow versus Creeper, Nomad, Lexi and Boros on the Hidden, Titobas and Sekre on the Hardrock. And I didn't know if you noticed, but Sekre moved to the left in that little break immediately, clearly indicated he knows the patterns and definitely did practice. So that's a good thing to see from the US captain. I do believe all French players should have practiced as well. Sight reading this would be quite a challenging task. I think Fury might have done that though. Yes, and we see 4 misses coming out, but Sekre and Hollow holding on, but Hardrock multiplies a little bit higher, so it's going to give a slight advantage towards the United States. But all other 4 players need to trade up misses.
Yeah, right now Hollow is still holding on to that FC as well as Secret, so yeah, as you said, that Hardrock multiplayer is slightly carrying the US just a little bit above France, but that miss from Secret is not going to do that at all, and it is going to switch the lead back over to France. Obviously, as you said, the map is very long. It's an absolute marathon, 4 minutes and 30. Hollow misses there, but traded right back by Decreeper, so that lead for France is going to maintain. Boros and Titobas, but Titobas drops, so now that lead is immediately going to flip back over to the US. No misses are immediately coming from them to trade it. Thekra now also above 200, but also dropping. Titobas, however, trading it right back. That lead for the US, although very slight, is going to maintain. It's basically neck and neck right now. Any miss from either player is either going to extend that lead just a little bit for the US, or flip it right back over to France.
Yeah, this is back and forth right now, but a turbo bomb is coming up from the French side, and no trades on the United States side. They hold on to the rough wiggles, and look at the scoreboard loading up for the United States side. Wow, that's absolutely heartbreaking for Team France. But obviously, we're only 1/3 into this map, but double miss once again coming in on the wiggles. Definitely France struggling on those wiggle patterns, and Lexi with 9 minutes come. I was going to comment on the fact that Boros and Lexi, the two hidden players at the highest comes in the lobby, but then Boros sadly dropped. But look at the United States go right now. Lexi approaching 1,000 combo, going into the halfway point. Net score difference is 90,000 points. That is heartbreak for Team France. But second dropping once is going to give them some leeway, but they need more misses coming out from Lexi and the Creeper, obviously. The Creeper also in the 6-7 on the combo, approaching 7 on the combo on the Noma. Beautiful performance coming in from him as well. All France players above 200 combos, so they are at that score cap, in fact, and they're going to reduce the bleeding. I think that's the difference is about 60,000 points, but then Hollow ends up dropping once again on the weird slider, I do believe, and that's gonna favor Team USA. And we're approaching the third quarter. Actually, we're gonna 1/3 left of the match, so that runs to about 1 minute and 30. So still 90 seconds left for Team France to come back from this and save their tournament twice.
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility right now, but it is absolutely not looking good. Lexi still holding on to the FC, and there's a double miss coming from France. Titoba's missing again now, and that is basically the exact opposite of what France needed. Now Boros also drops his combo. It's complete calamity for the French side. That lead for the US, although there's a double miss from Seeker and Decreeper. France needed to just hold that consistency as much as they could. Pray for those US misses, but absolutely not what's happening right now. Lexi still holding on to that absolutely insane combo. 1600 and rising now at 1700. Despite France's best efforts, although it is slightly coming back, they need just complete misses and pandemonium from the US side. And with Lexi's incredible combo right now, it's just looking like that's not going to happen. All of them above 200 combo as well. Every player actually is, but now Boros finds a miss. Not what France needed, and only a little bit of the map left. I don't think that there's really enough time.
Yeah, Lexi had the 2,000th combo. This is an absolutely stellar performance coming in from him. Hollow also not trailing that far behind on his counterpart, the Creeper. The Creeper on the Noma definitely outperforming just a little bit, but Boros on the hidden slightly. I mean, Boros is not playing bad by any means, but Lexi is just showing off right now. Titoba's watching one more, but that's already 140,000 score difference. I think this is kind of wrapped up by United States. Sekra on the hard truck is slightly outperforming Titoba's as well. Dude, look at these combos on the United States side. I think Lexi's still on the 1 miss right now, and he's just cruising right now. This is absolutely insane. Sekra is above 1 million right now. Holland's up dropping once more. Titoba's is getting too close to 1 million, but I mean, that's a 150,000 score difference, and there is absolutely no time left, and that is United States taking another point and winning this match 7-2. Lexi with a 2 miss, a Creeper with a 6 miss, a Creeper with a 7 miss. And I mean, France only has 28 misses in total as well, but there's nothing you can do when that hidden player gets a 984,000 score, and a beautiful performance from the United States, and they look absolutely dominant right now. And I would be scared if I was Indonesia when you have to face the United States in 35 minutes from now, because wow, 7-2 scoreline. United States take it home. They secure a top 4 finish. Team France dropping down into the 5th to 6th slot, sadly for them, but definitely not a bad year for Team France as well. They had some really close matches. They got into the top 6 once again. They are the best European country once again, and that is definitely something to be proud of. Once again, your winners here on the screen: Zach and Elix, we didn't see today, but Sakre, Colin, Decreeper, and Lexi bring Team United States towards a top 4 finish, and Team France once again 5th to 6th. But I think both of us can agree this was a really good year from Team France as well, and top 6 finish is definitely something to write home about. But sadly, somewhat outmatched, I think, by the consistency of this United States, and they seem really, really good this year.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the entire performance from France up until this point in the tournament has been really well. They did get knocked to losers bracket by China pretty convincingly, but they've absolutely stormed their way all the way up until this match against the United States. Unfortunately, finally, the beast is slain. They were an absolute juggernaut all the way up until this point. Very well played by them, but obviously the focus is all on this final match for the weekend. USA versus Indonesia. absolutely incredible match coming up. Seed 3 versus Seed 4. And as you said, I think Indonesia may be shaking just a little bit in their boots. They have had more of a rest than the US side. They're going to be able to, just get that little bit more rest time. But yeah, as you can see, USA and Indonesia, whoever wins that is going to go and face the number 1 seeds, China. But yeah, very exciting match coming in about half an hour. So really, really stay tuned for that. Going to be extremely, extremely great.
Definitely. We'll be keeping the stream on for 25 minutes. Maito and myself will be taking a small break before I believe myself and Donald will take you guys through United States and Indonesia. So as Maito said, definitely stay tuned for this one, because we're going to decide podium in 35 minutes, right? China and South Korea are going to know who's going to join them on the podium. Is it going to be Indonesia, who has been on the podium for, I believe, 5 or 6 years, but has made podium quite a few years back? Or is it going to be the United States again for, I believe, the 4th consecutive year, the 3rd consecutive year? So definitely a lot at stake in about 35 minutes from now. Maito, always a pleasure with you tossing there at the Monday already in Australia. I would say, I'm probably assuming you're going to go to bed, so I would say good night to you. And once again, thank you for joining me. And to the viewers,
Yes.
thank you for tuning in with us in quite a dominant victory from the United States. And well, we'll see you guys in about 25 minutes from now. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.
Stay tuned. See you later.